Hey everyone, it's Dwayne here. Welcome to another episode of Snapshots from the Summit. And it's an amazing day here on the GC at the Summit. Wish you were here. Okay, coming at you, 5 minutes of amazing goodness that will enable you to crack the code to the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and to finally escape the cage that's been keeping you imprisoned. Whether that is the 9 to 5 or whether it's a business, it's not bringing home the biscuits, so to speak. We are on the homeward stretch. We are in episode 5 of 6 things you can do starting today that will radically transform your life in 365 days or 1 year, whichever comes first. Okay, so we've talked about 4 things previously. We've talked about removing complaining from your life and ejecting yourself from that negative environment. Those people around you that complain all the time, remove yourself from that influence. We have talked about cultivating one skill that is what we call your ikigai. Okay, so it's in the middle of it's something that you're passionate about, it's something that other people are passionate about, and it's something that people are willing to pay for. Then we talked about in episode 3, we talked about internal versus external locus of control, okay, and which one is better. And then on episode 4 we talked about a practice that you can do starting today that will significantly impact your life. It's one that all the Fortune 500 company CEOs do, and multitudes of entrepreneurial people practice the art of mindfulness or meditation. Okay, today we're going to talk about another practice that successful people / entrepreneurial type people who have cracked the code to unlocking the vault practice all the time. Okay, so this is less is more, specifically when it comes to achievement, the things that you are looking to achieve. Hey, aka goals. We've talked about focusing on the process as opposed to loving the process as opposed to the end result. We've talked about that in previous episodes, but what I want you to really look at is the practice of a simplicity, simplifying. The reality is this. Ever heard of the Pareto principle? 80%, 20% of the things that you do get you 80% of the results, right? The other thing is that the Pareto principle is what they call fractal. It means you can put it upon itself and it becomes even better. So the end result is this: 4% of activities get you approximately 60 or approximately 3/4 of the result, right? That's what I mean about narrowing the focus and less is more. You need to discover what are the 4% of things that you need to be focusing on that will enable you to get 75% of the results. I mean, that is enormous. I mean, 96% of the shit that you do is an absolute and complete and utter waste of time, because 4% gets the results. It's all about leverage, my friends. It's all about leverage. It's all about working on the things that make the greatest impact. So if your goal in this new decade or in the next 365 days is to focus solely on doing the 4% of things that get you 75% of results, it means 1, you'll have a shitload more time in which to enjoy life, and 2, you're getting way more results. I mean, you've got 96% more time to focus on or to laser target those 4% of things that work. Okay, so pad and pen, write down everything that you do for the next week, next 7 days, and then you want to look at the things that are the 4%. Figure out what are the things that you do that are the 4%, and then you want to practice the deleting the things that are a waste of time, delegating those things that must be done but are not necessarily in your ikigai, give it to someone else to do, and then you want to bin everything that is having less than the 75% influence on your results, right? So we want to get into the habit of practicing less is more. Minimalization, for want of a better word, simplification, just only doing the things that move the needle, really move the needle, right? So practice the Pareto principle. That is the goal for the next 365 days. If you practice what I'm telling you and you find out what are the 4% that gives you 75% of the results, then your life will be significantly, as in AKA radically different in 365 days or a year, whichever comes first. Okay, that's it, my friends. That's episode 5. Do less, but with more impact. Okay, and I'll be back tomorrow with the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. If you need some help finding out what your 4% are, above or below this episode, you'll find 3 ways. Pick one, and let's get together and let's find out what are the 4% of things that you should be doing to help you unlock the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and finally escape the cage that's keeping you in prison. This is Dwayne signing off for the team here at Conquer Your Everest. Till next time, I will speak to you again soon on the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Bye for now.